Testing.
包括我講做嗰個細嘅嗰個細嘅嗰個公仔喺你嘅電腦嗰度走嚟走去嘅。我冇上車過，誒，六朝早我係去整下槍。
Hello, everyone. I'm doing some testing now. Can you hear me? Feel free to on the mic and tell me. Thank you so much, and thanks for all the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, thanks, Fasifa. I see a few names. Too quick to change, so I cannot call your name out. Yeah. Okay, let me mute some people, because I think some people forgot to mute themselves. 8:30 we will start. We will start the training. We will try to be punctual. Meanwhile, we can do some chatting. feel free to type in the chat box, tell me and the rest of us who you are, which company you are from, and what you do. And if you can also put what would you like to learn from today's session. Okay, and I hope to make this workshop interactive. So I'm not going to present from PowerPoint. I am going to use what do you call that? The Google Word file to go through the exercises with you. So I'm going to send you the link, which you can actually chanting along with me, but don't interrupt my notes, but you can actually type your notes in there. So if you can see from here, right? Oh, I haven't shared the link. Let me share. Okay, I just paste a link, which is a Google Doc file. You can open it, and along the way, I will ask you to type your response into this Word file. Is that okay? So let me also start sharing it so that everyone can see it. Wait, Zoom Insight seem to have some notes or document function, but didn't see anyone use this yet. Oh, I see. I also never tried. So are you saying that there is a notes function or chat function where we can actually type on it? Can I ask, we get this class record? Okay, I'm actually live streaming this session, but I think live streaming may not be as effective. The best is you participate along, and when I ask you to do some hands-on work, you do along with me. Yeah, so then the live session will become slightly different from YouTube lah, right? Because if you just want to listen to people talking, you can easily go and watch from YouTube, right? But live streaming is more interactive. Yeah. Okay, Irene, thanks for the info, but I will figure it out later. Okay, let me share the screen now. Can you see the screen now? Somebody
Yes,
talking?
yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you, all the yes. Yeah. So if you haven't done it, just scan this QR code and access this file together. So when I talk about some exercises, I allow you to type on it. This is basically Google Word file. You can actually type your response there. Okay. So we are going to start this session now. So thank you so much for turning up today. My name is Jane Chiu, and I'm an AI strategy coach. So I help SME to redesign their business model and improve their productivity with the aim to grow profit. Yeah, because I think we are into AI era. There are a lot of changes going on, and this is the best time, before we gonna disrupted, we disrupt the market first, right? Yeah, so that's the whole idea, and that is what I do for people. Okay, so in terms of my background, I'm the founder of Digital AI Business Club. So this session, every Wednesday, I run this webinar for Digital AI Business Club members as well. So, but today we also open up to participants who join from National Training Week portal. Okay, so I'm also the E3 Startup and Digitalization Power Team Director and a HRDC accredited trainer. So I have about 30 years of experience in CRM. and also loyalty program. So I was very much into data analytics, campaign management, and CRM in my corporate career. And the last 10 over years, I was, I ventured into doing business on my own. So I was an entrepreneur for 10 over years also. All right. So that is me. So now because AI is here, so I was into coaching. I was also a strategy coach. So I decided to actually use AI to power myself and to power the rest of the entrepreneurs. Okay, and today you are here for the class called Plot AI Prompting for Business. So I hope from this 1 hour
இது புதுசா
session.
ஒரு AI வருது. புதுசா AI.
Oh, somebody is
Cloud
talking.
Cloud AI.
Let me
அது introduce பண்றாங்க.
let me see how to mute.
அது
Now I
எல்லாத்துக்கும்
cannot see the
பாய்க்கலாம்.
back button.
எப்படின்னா பிசினஸ்க்கு இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கண்டென்ட் தராங்களே. கண்டென்ட் அதில் வச்சிருங்க. கண்டென்ட் தரானுங்களே. அதுக்கு இப்ப நம்ம
Mute all.
டிக்டாக் வீடியோலாம் செய்றோமே.
Okay, so I muted all. Okay, so let's continue. So I hope in this short 1 hour, you have a better idea how to do prompt better than any other people. So actually prompt, there are a lot of, it's actually very important, but a lot of us, we are actually doing very basic prompts. So for example, we use ChatGPT or Claude. We ask simple question. I mean the simple thing, the daily life kind of question. For example, where I'm going to Kuala Lumpur, where is the best place for Asam Laksa? We usually ask question like that, right? So in business, I'm not sure how you prompt. So today, let's discuss that. Prompt is actually very important, and it is the foundation for you to go into more advanced AI usage. So, I mean, in the event, next time you are using Claude, Cowork, you are using ChatGPT, Cortex, all these are very good productivity tool for you. But if you do not know how to prompt properly, then your output or your outcome will probably, not as good as other people. So let's pay attention into learning how to prompt properly. Okay, so now let me ask you, if I were to ask you to write a marketing strategy for your company, how would you write it? So over here, you can see my file here, right? You can write your response here. How would you write your marketing strategy? Yeah, please be interactive, because only by participating, I have a chance to give you some comments. Then that is how we learn together. All right. So feel free to, it is okay for multiple parties to write. Feel free to write your answer here. Yes, I can see as Winnie writing something. Thank you so much. Let's see how you write. So we can have more people to write as well. Anyone else? Anyone else? And also you can introduce yourself if you want also by writing, your response here. You can, I mean, indirectly, you are introducing your company also, right? Yeah. Okay, so as Winnie said, I'm a CEO of a company that sells frozen food. My target customer is 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, this is from Anna. All right, let's continue. I give you about 3 minutes. Okay, while waiting for the response, right, I would like to continue talking. One way when you write your prompt, what you can do is you open up your Claude or your ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you may have, right? You can click on the record button and then speak over it. You can speak to your AI tools. So AI will then transcribe your words, and then you can modify it before you ask for the AI tool to prompt for you. Okay? Yes. Okay, so Aswini is writing. They did mention what exactly. What is missing? Okay. Somebody, someone in blue, you are a coach that will guide students to write. Okay. 2 week, I mean the prompt. Okay. So somebody is responding to my question. Write me a marketing strategy. What is missing here, right? So somebody mentioned the prompt is 2 weeks. I meant the prompt. Okay. Okay, let's wait for Aswini to finish it. They did mention exactly their need. For example, if they are doing food pieces, they need to mention that I need food marketing strategy. Okay, good. Good try. Anyone else? The prompt needs to do a little intro with a specific objective. Okay, that is good. What else? Feel free, anyone can just, if you remember or you have just one comment, you can also type it down. Yeah. So, Yen Cat, I think her name, mentioned if you have a beast, just prompt saying that. Okay. Good try, good try. Let's keep the text coming. I'm also very interested to know, because when I first started running this AI class last year, right, everyone is really raw when it comes to AI prompting. So most of us are just ask a one sentence question. Show me the marketing plan. Write me a proposal for what? Or I need to reply my boss. Please, suggest an email message. Usually we put it that way. So now I have the opportunity, to do this again. I want to see 1 year later. Now it's May, right? Yeah. So it's almost exactly 1 year from my first AI training. I want to see how far you guys are now. I'm sure it's more sophisticated because I can see from here. It is actually much better when we first started. Yeah, good. Okay, my target market is local, community, and PJ. Okay. Yeah, this one is good because the one that I highlighted, I think this one is somewhere there. Could you please help me draft a detailed marketing strategy? For that, could help me to do a thorough business plan to pitch to a bank. You see, this is very important information because you're not just talking about normal food. You are talking about frozen food that you want to pitch to a bank. Yeah. Okay. But further context would be even better because because assuming I'm AI, I'm also wondering why would the frozen food be relevant to a bank? So I may have this question. AI may also want to know. Also imagine AI writing prompt is like training your AI. The more you write, the more you use your AI, the more you train your AI too. It is the same like we teach our kid, the same as we teach our students or our staff. So if you ask your staff, just write a marketing strategy, but you never tell the new staff, like this one is a new hire, right? Never tell your new hire that your frozen food, for example, is actually targeted at the canteen for the bank, or let's say for the branches in the bank. I'm just goring from what I saw from the screen now. I just goring a bit. Let's say this is the situation. The staff just come to report to you. Suddenly you ask her to write a marketing strategy for frozen food, but she doesn't know that your target customers are your distribution channels are the branches in the bank, right? So she doesn't know. And then she also probably didn't know because this is a new intern, right? So very raw. So she didn't know that, this marketing strategy must speak to who? For example, you are pitching you're pitching to who in the bank? Let's say you want to sell frozen food. Who would you pitch? Is it the marketing manager, or is it the CEO, or is it the branch manager at the branch itself? So all these are contexts that we need to tell AI. Do you get me? So this one is actually kind of good, but if you can put down more context as the example that I mentioned is even better. Just imagine you are training a new intern who just joined your company. Okay? Because if your frozen food is selling to another type of company, let's say you're targeting at the canteen of the manufacturing plant. So I think the marketing strategy can be very different. Do you agree with me? Right? So you need to actually give a lot of business context to AI in order for AI to respond to you properly. You see, nowadays, AI is here. 1 year ago, I can tell people, if you want to gain comparative advantage, you need to learn AI because AI will help you write better. Correct? That was 1 year ago. But now, almost everyone, even the auntie, uncle walking on the street also can use AI. They just talk to the AI on the phone. AI will give them the whatever thing they want already. Correct? So what is the comparative advantage in this case? Feel free to write down in this, if you want to say something, you feel free to write it down here based on my question. Yeah, then you're participating. So what is a comparative advantage when everyone know how to chat with AI? Anyone want to try? How can you be special? Nobody. Okay, so if you want to be very unique, because if everyone use AI to write something, everyone's answers are going to be the same. You agree with me? For example, I say, hey, I want to write a marketing strategy for the same frozen food lah. So, but then we never give a lot of context, right? So AI is going to give you some generic information. You can target, channel A, B, C, D, and then how much you need to sell, and then who you should target. So it can give you a lot of information until you feel so overwhelmed. But then it is very generic, not to your context. Correct? So the only way you can be unique is by telling them a lot of context, like what I mentioned to you. For example, your who you have in mind in targeting. All this you need to train AI. Then AI only will give you output that are really relevant to you and may not be the same like the rest. So this is one way you need to train your AI. Okay? So let me go further down. Okay, so I have a framework called Prism Framework. So Prism Framework is, you can use it across all AI tool. It may not be just Claude, all right? You can use it in ChatGPT. Okay, I would like to to let you know what is the difference when we prompt 1 year ago versus 1 year later. When we prompt 1 year ago, right, like we mentioned, we don't give a lot of context. We just, you like, for example, we can just put problem, and it's the same thing. We still illustrate the kind of problem or goals you are trying to achieve. And then who you are acting as, you want AI to act as, you need to tell. And then you give instruction what you want AI to give you. Okay. And then you also inform what kind of structure you want the output to be. And then what is the measurement? For example, the marketing strategy that you wanted just now, right? For the frozen food, for example, what is the outcome you want to achieve? That means how you measure success. So this is the prompt framework. The difference between 1 year ago versus now is that we emphasize a lot more. We would emphasize a lot more on context engineering, not just about prompt engineering. Prompt is like what I mentioned here, but context is you need to give a lot of business input. You need to set up the proper environment for AI to work even better for you. So that is the whole difference. So in Claude especially, I think they really emphasize on the context. So one thing good about Claude is you can even get Claude to ask you questions. So you can actually, put something like, ask me clarifying question. This is a very useful thing because sometimes we do not, there are certain things that we want to train, let's say we train our new staff or train our kids, right? Sometimes we do not know what information needed to train them. We never thought about it. But Claude can actually ask us back. It will actually ask us some question first before they give you the output. That's why the output from Claude are usually much, much better. Okay, so you can actually phrase your prompt to get Claude to ask you question first. So that's why I put under I here. So it's still the instruction, but you can also ask Claude to interview you first to clarify the question. Okay, so can you remember Prism? Prism is the framework for prompt. Of course, in the internet, you will also find a lot of other prompt framework. Some call Craft, some call many names. But they are all around the same ideas. Okay, so this is something you need to remember. I want to show you the example later. Let me go to another page now. I want to show you some example. Let me go down. Okay, I'm going to quote my own example. I'm going to quote my own example because I'm AI trainer, right? So I'm also selling Claude Masterclass and some other AI marketing courses, right? So let's say for this assignment, I want to sell Claude to the corporate people, right? So HRDC claimable. And in this course, we have 3 trainers. So these are the 3. So now I want Claude to give me some marketing strategy. Okay, so how am I going to write? So you can see from here, right? How I frame the problem, I put it this way. The P is problem. We need a marketing strategy that grows corporate booking for the Claude AI for business 3-level training pathway. And this is HRDC claimable. Well, every prospect who doesn't buy corporate still has a path to for public program or digital AI business club, because in my club, I also have a very low fee membership program. So I have two products to sell in this case. So I would tell Claude my problem or my goal first. What is my problem? I want to sell. I don't know how to reach out to the people. So I relate the problem first. Okay. So now the second thing is, just now I mentioned framework called Prism, right? Is P. The first one is P. The second one is R. R stands for role. So we give a role to AI so that AI will wear the hat of that person and think for you. So in this case, I put here, you are a senior B2B growth strategist who has sold HRDC corporate training to Malaysia and understand how risk-averse HR or L&D buyers actually evaluate and approve training spend. So this is the role. And you see, I don't just say B2B growth strategies. I also can, mention anything that I know about them. So just in case AI never thought about that, then I feed AI with this information first, okay? So this is how I write the role. Then the third one, instruction. Before you propose anything, ask me what you don't yet know about how companies currently discover and evaluate this pathway. Then use my answers to design a 90-day plan that builds a steady flow of inquiries for at least one level a month. And then all the goals are, I have 3 goals. The first one here, the second one is to create natural start with level 1. Then the third one is use HRDC claimable has an active reason to buy. So this is my instruction to Claude. Okay, but I also ask Claude to ask me question, just in case I never tell enough. Okay, so the structure, what would I write? Structure means how you want to see the output in what format. Okay, it can be in Excel, it can be in PowerPoint, it can be in image, right? So you can mention that. So in this case, I say 3 phases, month 1, month 2, month 3. What I want to see, so all the columns I specify it there. Okay, and then 3 concrete action and the channel each action runs on. So all these are like a content plan already. Okay, so this is the structure I want to see. And then the 5th one is measure. How good look to you? That means what is the success factor? So this is the one that I have. Good means I could hand this to Ricky and Carmen because they are my core trainer, right? And tomorrow morning, and each of them know exactly what to post, pitch, and send this week. And every corporate lead, this plan generates also fit our membership funnel, not a second disconnected one I have to run myself. So these are the stuff that I inform Claude, okay? So you see, instead of writing, write me a marketing strategy for our training pathway, okay? So my prompt becomes so much lengthy like this. Can you see? Okay, so let me copy this prompt and show you in Claude. Okay, just in case you all haven't got Claude in your desktop, can I have a show of hand? How many of you using Claude now? Feel free to type in the chat box. How to erase? Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody write it. Write on it. Okay, never mind. We just bear with it, Irene. If using this prism, okay, I think it should be quite the same. It depends on whether you have been using ChatGPT. If you are using ChatGPT already, to some extent, if the AI knows you, it can also give you very good output. Okay. Gemini also you can use the same prompt. The only difference is this. Claude will interview you, will ask you question to clarify. Okay, that is the difference. So that's why the output usually better because it forces you to give more context in the event you never give. Okay. I'm going through some question here. Web coding. If you use multiple AI, but some AI have less history, yes, you are correct. And some have more for those who frequently use. How to navigate this? Or you are asking a question. What is your question? I don't understand. Irene, you can open your mic to talk if you want to. Okay,
Hi,
Sukri, I think I answer you. Yes, Irene.
Yeah, because just
Yes.
now you mentioned like
Mm.
my ChatGPT has more history, but Claude I never used before. Then I paste the same prompt, and Claude don't have any like my past history. So I mean, it will give me less like
Yes,
not so
correct. So
good compared to GPT or
correct. ChatGPT may still be better in that case because you have been using ChatGPT long enough and ChatGPT already knew your background. You already trained your ChatGPT. Okay. When you first use Claude, right, it may not be as smart. It's the same thing. If you first use Gemini, also it may not be as smart. Yeah. But why do I'm a user of ChatGPT and Claude, but I'm slowly moving more things with Claude because Claude beyond prompt, it has a lot more functions as well. Okay. So which I'm going to roughly mention later. Okay. Okay.
Can I know
Yes.
like do you because we use multiple, right? I'm curious what is a better or if more effective way that you can, carry all the history from one AI agent to another instead of
Oh,
keep on thing or
yes. There's a way for you to import the history as well. Yeah, so that's why the AI, because they are fighting, right, they will make it easy for you to export your history to one another. Okay, so don't worry about that. Does the answer differ depending on whether you use the free and paid? To me, yes, the free version usually much simplified. The higher version is much better output for you. So if you have been using, if your job role involve a lot of thinking, writing, I would suggest that you subscribe to it. If you are, especially if you are a business owner, for staff, then of course you work with your company to see whether you can get a subscription. Yeah, Irene, yes, you can actually export all the history, yeah, from one another. Okay, so now let me go back. Can I know all of you are using Claude now, or some of you may not have? Who hasn't used Claude? Please say no. Nobody. Everyone use. Good. Oh, a lot. Oh, a lot. Okay. Then in this case, let me also explain a little bit what Claude is. Let me share the screen again. A lot. Okay, now you can see my screen, Claude, right? So this is how Claude look like. Okay. This is not my paid version. I just use a free version. I call it training assistant. Okay. So now I suppose you can, for the people who has not used Claude yet, what you can do is to go to Claude.ai and sign up using your Google or your company email. Okay. So you can choose the free version to start with. Okay. So the version that I'm showing you here is actually free version. Okay. You see, just now Irene here answer your question. Or you can bring history from another AI. So you just follow the step, okay? So you can bring history. Okay, now I created the prompt, right? Just now, I'm going to show you. So let's say I just simply say, I run plot cost for corporate. Show me marketing strategy. So if I just have something so brief, okay, I'm going to do this in a project. Okay. So you see, if I were to do this, this is going to be, Claude is going to produce the info for me. Okay, you need to wait for a while. Meanwhile, I will copy my prompt again, the proper one, to show you the difference. You see, free version very, very slow. So in this case, I will show you another version. Let me share screen again. Entire screen. Okay, so I think you all can see my, this is another chat, another Claude account I have, which is Pro. But I must also say, this version would definitely produce much better information because behind the scene, I am using skills to actually train AI on my background already. So even if I don't put so detailed stuff here, it will still produce me very good result. But I'm not going to talk about that later now. I want to show you how the proper prompt should have for this session because we only have 1 hour for this session. Okay, so let me run it. So this is another window. Now I will go back to the first window. Okay, wait, it says interrupted. Why? Try again. Okay, so it will run, no? And now, let me go back to the first one. This is the first one. It is still running, I think. Yeah, still running very slow. So the first one, remember, I only run this simple thing. Then this is the second one. It come out already. That's why I say paid version come out faster one. Okay, so it actually interview me now. How do most corporate prospect currently discover the pathway? So it asked me, that discover me from LinkedIn or referral from training provider or inbound from my SEO website, or mostly none yet, because let's say I'm very new, the number 4 could possible happen also, right? Let's say now I simply tembak, I just put maybe referral from training provider. Then the second question he asked, where does the process usually break down today? Never gets to book meeting. Meeting happen, no proposal follow-up. Proposal sent. HRDC budget approval stores. Haven't run specific pathway with corporate yet. That means number 4 is that means I'm a very new business. No, I don't have never encountered this 1, 2, 3 before. But let's say I just say something like, okay lah, number 1. Okay. Do prospect enter at level 1 as a tester, or is the full 3-level pathway pitch upfront? Okay, it will ask you all sort of questions. Okay, because it's asking me, because I'm selling 3 levels, foundation, level 1, 2, and 3. 3 is advanced. So usually, let's say I say full pathway pitch upfront, because this is how I currently do it. So you see, Claude is so smart to ask me all these questions. Sometimes even our staff, new staff especially, they don't even dare to ask you questions. And hence when they do their job, it becomes not so good also. So you see, AI and human is quite the same, but Claude dare to ask you question and you're forced to answer. So that's why your output can be better. So now you see the output came out already. Still running. You see the square thing here means it's still running. Let me go back to the first one just now. You see, I never come out yet, free account. Can see the difference. So would you mind to subscribe to me? Yes, because I'm a business entrepreneur. 100 ringgit, it saved me a lot of time also. So I just pay lah. Okay, now I think the output came out. So it gives me things like all the information. Okay, because it says 2 things in my answer change the whole plan. It analyzed it for me. It says referrals are already flowing. Pitching the full 3-level pathway upfront is very likely why message never get booked. So it actually challenged me, because I'm trying to pitch 3-level, very greedy, right? So it says no, I should pitch level by level. I think this is what it means. So I also never digest this. Now I'm doing this as a training demo. I never see this answer before. So I'm not saying that it is always right, but this is to show you this is what the kind of output that Claude can come back to you. Okay, it challenged me already on the way I do things. Then it counter proposed a 90-day plan. Can you see the difference? Month 1, fix the ask, not the pipeline. Month 2, make it easy to say yes. For example, so all this I'm not going to go through with you, because this one is just to show you how Claude works only, not about my business. Month 3, prove the upsell, systemize the bridge. So it gives you all the suggestion. So of course, if I want to further ask Claude to do more stuff for me, I can also continue to prompt with Claude. So far, any question? Feel free to ask. Let me go here. Didn't notice that not all AI have that function. Okay, the chat or artifacts function also different result using same prompt. Yes. Okay, need to know how to train different AI. Yeah, that's why stick to one AI or two. Don't go to too many. So a lot of work. Okay, Ka Hua say, what is the difference between prompt directly at landing page or start a prompt in the project? Okay, because project, let's say I'm a consultant, right? I do branding, marketing campaign for my client. So I have many clients. So I prefer to split them by project so that it is a way to organize by client. And I also it would not mix up with my overall memory about me for AI to know me. If I put everything in the chat, AI will be very confused. Yeah, and to some extent also you want to save token. So there is a way, yeah, you need to park certain thing in project. Okay, can you compile the prompt in words? Can you compile? What do you mean in words? That means write down or what, Ahmad? Okay, I wait for you to reply me back, Ahmad. Okay, interesting, never know that. What else? Can Cloud design poster? To some extent, yes, but the poster not so good lah. Not as nice as ChatGPT for now. Okay, what is the difference between Cloud skill? Oh, a lot of difference. Okay, so this one is another session. Can you share your AI training program module? Yes, I can share that later. Okay, so now let me come back to the screen. Share, where is the share button? I need to go back to the right screen now. So now this is the Google Word file again. Okay, you can actually download this file. You can come to Google Word file and download it. And then later after this session, you can try to improve your prompt following this structure. Okay, so that, yeah, because if I were to ask you all to right now, I think maybe too rush for 1 hour. But in the actual training, I would ask everyone to download and write it on their own, and then we share in the class. Okay, so now let me come to here. Okay, after you have written all your prompts, right? Okay, there are 5 mistakes some people make. So you never give the real problem. You don't give enough context. So that's why sometimes your prompt may not be as smart. Let me come here better. Okay, this one is also another article from Digital AI Club. I also publish it in Digital AI Club. Later, I will pass you the link. You can sign up as free member and access this file later. And I only allow people, I mean, usually I give it to the paid member, but for today's audience, I will email the link. You can sign up as free member and you access this file. Okay, and then a few days later, I will change it to only for the paid member. Okay, so now okay, let me finish all the mistake first. So remember, I just want to recap. You do not jump straight and ask for solution. Give enough context. That one is more important than AI giving you the solution, okay? And then the R is important because if you don't give the role, so Claude can also think about a solution for you from a different perspective sometimes. For example, let's say you are pitching for a marketing campaign, some budget to run a crazy marketing campaign to paint the town red, for example. So you ask from the finance director, let's say your proposal is to pitch to a finance director versus you are pitching to a compliance director. I think I mean, sorry, I rephrase. If let's say you ask AI to think as a finance director versus compliance director and versus another person called marketing director, their point of view is going to be very different on the same proposal. You know why? Because marketing people, they want to be crazy, they want to create awareness, that is their aim. So, then AI, if they play that role, they give you that kind of crazy idea. For example, I'm just quoting you an example. I'm not saying all marketing campaigns are crazy, but they are more creative, correct? And then the other one, finance director, if you ask AI to think like a finance director, then they will look at the ROI, make sense or not? So they want to look at whether you're wasting money, what kind of return they will get back for the company. So that because that is their KPI. If you ask compliance officer, wow, very different perspective. You know why? Compliance will say, hey, you paint the rate, you paint all the wall rate, you will gonna someone from the one, whatever, Bandaraya lah, for example. So that's why you see, the role AI is playing is very important. Who you want them to play, to think has, okay? So if you want AI to think like a strategist, then just say strategist. Because you want AI, these strategists, to come up with a proposal that will get approval from all people. So this is also another way. Okay? So you need to specify the role. The other one, the instruction, if unclear, then unclear also no problem one. AI will still produce you output. But then after that, you will need to prompt again. Hey, I want another 2 more fields in this table for my Excel. So what will happen? AI will do for you, but you are wasting token, no? You get what I mean? So this one is something you should consider. S is a structure. Same thing. If you don't give the format, for example, if you're writing a blog post, you can specify 800 words or you want 2,000 words. So this is the structure you need to inform your AI. Okay? Measure. So again, if you are asking for a budget for 300 ringgit versus 30,000 ringgit, do you think the proposal given by AI is going to be different? So these are the questions you need to ask yourself whenever you write your prompt. So far okay, So now I would come back to answer some questions asked by people just now. Somebody draw here. Okay. So now prompt is just the first step, because after prompt, what you need to master is, where is my diagram? Where is it? This one. Because AI has gone beyond prompting. So if you are still learning prompting, it's still fine because that is the foundation of everything. So once you learn about prompting, right, the next thing you need to learn is, like just now you saw me using project. Why do I use project? There are many reasons. We organize files. We want to train AI to have better memory on certain thing, not mess up the entire memory. So we use project. Okay, and then next is skill. So as you can see from my paid version, I already have created many skills. So you see here, all my skills are seated here. So these are my skills. I have skills is like my employee. So all these are my employees doing different things for me. For example, if I always run data analysis, right, I have an employee to help me do forecasting. Okay, if I always I always work on training proposal for companies, right? So I would create a skill or employees that help me create training proposal almost quite automatically when so I create all these things. For example, another example is what? Many don't know which one to show. Let's say brand. So because this one, let's say I always do brand analysis for my client, right? So these are the repeated tasks that I identified and I created skill. So here I put down all my prompts in the skill format so that next time I don't need to write lengthy skills. So you see, I have all this, my framework. What is my brand framework? I put down all my criteria here. How to run, I put everything here. So next time, so it will save me time because I don't need to write the prompts from the start all over again. So, and you can see it's quite detailed one. So these are skill. Then the next one is connector. Just now, let's say you want to connect to different apps, we use connector. And then core work is also very powerful. Now we are talking about, we just chat with the AI, then core work will help us to run our workflow at the back. Provided you set up everything now. All these things you set up according to what I mentioned here. I probably would have left out certain feature I didn't put here, but here are the main thing. Okay, so the whole idea is next time, once I set up all these connectors, core work, skills, all my employees, they can actually talk to each other. So I can instruct AI using the chat box to get them to help me do work. For example, let's say I need to issue quotation to my client. And then in the past, actually, yeah, it really happened. If I don't use Claude, Claude also can, it can have mistakes sometimes on our work, but sometimes human errors also not small sometimes. Like for me, sometimes I send quotation, I didn't change this and that, and then I ended up send the wrong quotation to client, right? So it's very bad. So nowadays, I create a skill. I ask Claude, whenever I have a new request coming in, I ask Claude to help me generate the quotation. And then the quotation is much better than the version I do. Okay, so this is how Claude can help you, or AI lah. Claude, beside Claude, you can also use ChatGPT Codex to do more or less the same task, same theory, okay? So I think because of the big AI companies, they are competing, so they are very competitive also. So these are the things. Wait, somebody asked me to start transcription. Okay, I just start, I don't know what it is. Okay, so these are the things Claude can help you to do. So in this document, you can download later. I have actually specified the purpose of them here. So you can take a look. Yeah, so this one I also specify here some ideas about the system that I mentioned here. So for example, after I finish my training, right, I can actually ask Claude Core Work to automate my follow-up with the, let's say I will say, please write me a message, email message, identify who has attended my training, and then send a follow-up to see whether they want to attend my cloud course. For example, so AI can do this for me if I allow it Okay. Yep. So I think these are basically the whole idea. Okay. So just now somebody asked, what is my course program, right? You can come to this. You can come to this website and take a look. I will send it to the chat box first. This is to send to somebody called Susie, I think. How to use in Excel also can, yes. Yeah, yes, it's Susie Chin, right? You asked for the AI training program. I sent in the chat box. How to use in Excel also can, yes. This one you need to come for training. The framework also apply outside of business context. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure about this question. Okay, meaning you compile all the prompts and framework inside the skills. Yes, you can. Yes. And then next, different projects still connected to other project files? Yes, you can use core work for that. Okay, Codex also quite the same. You can try out. How do you make presentation slides? Do you connect? You can do that also, Irene. And then Claude also can help you do presentation slides. Yeah. Okay, a lot of things to learn. So if you go to my website, you all can see my website or not? Oh, I haven't shared. Okay, this is the website. You can take a look on the 3 modules. So here I think I have detailed down very thoroughly. So this is the summary. Level 1 is basically learning about the prompt and then how to write your content and your AI call worker. So here I will go through all the prompt skills connected with you, and you can create simple workflow from here. Like I mentioned just now, the example is create quotation, automate the quotation, or automate the follow-up through email with my prospects, for example. So I can do all this automation. So then the level 2 is where you learn how to connect to Excel. Somebody asked, right? AI is very powerful when it comes to data analytics. So in the past, when I was working with the bank is the one that used data analytics a lot. But SME and some other company, because there are lack of data, they do not emphasize on that. But if we have enough data, we do analytics, right? And the kind of insights you get will change your strategy. This one for sure one. So now that AI is here, so it's best that you learn how to analyze, how to forecast, how to predict your sales, for example. So these are very important to learn in the age of AI. So you can also learn about board level management, kind of presentation by attending level 2. Okay, so of course over here we will also cover certain workflow, especially related to sales. Level 3 is more advanced and a little bit more technical. So this one is for people who want to create even more advanced workflow. They would be using Claude to connect to many other apps even outside the Claude ecosystem. And then they become, sometimes some people are even very ambitious. They try to create a mini ERP just by connecting this and that, this and that. But this one require more technical skill. Yeah, and also suitable for people who are interested to create apps. For example, imagine you can actually use web coding or Claude Code to learn how to create, let's say, Grab app. You know Grab, right? The transport company. So you can create that kind of app using web coding. Okay, so but of course this one is this course is designed for non-technical people. For technical people, level 3 is not enough for them. They need to go for even further learning about the advanced level of web coding. So this one is sufficient for the non-technical people to learn, and they can create simple apps. Okay, so there are many possibilities in terms of the kind of productivity improvement we can make using AI or Claude. So for example, let's say a company that has they run let's say e-commerce they actually sell certain products using e-commerce platform like Shopee, and they want to track their staff in terms of their productivity, how fast they can pack their packaging. So, but they do not need to actually go to the ground and see how fast and time the stuff. What they can do is they can download data from, let's say, Shopee or from the shipping company where they scan the barcode, right? So as long as you can identify the data source, you can pull them in, and then you can get AI to help you analyze, to actually give you an idea, wow, what kind of staff productivity you have for the month or for the day. So this is where you can analyze from the background, and you do not need to stand in front of your staff to do this kind of monitoring. Okay, so this is one example how, in future, we are talking about how companies want to be AI native company, because a lot of things they can use AI to do so. So of course, I'm not saying that this is good or bad. I think there are good and bad about this with AI around, because the good thing is there are new opportunities. The bad things is some people may feel the disruption because a lot of job roles get changed. So in order not to be affected, the best is to learn AI. You know what AI is. So if employer want to hire people, they also want to probably hire those people who know AI, because one AI employee can help them do 5 times kind of a productivity. So that's why I would really urge everyone, even the bosses, to learn about AI, because if we are not right, I feel that in the next 1 or 2 years, there will be people feeling the disruption now. So this is my advice. Okay. So I think I kind of covered all already. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me. Let me close the sharing here. Oh, I cannot see the share button suddenly. Okay, I just suddenly, here. Okay, I can find the button now. Okay, so are you all still with me? Any question, feel free to ask me, yeah? I come back to the chat box and see where is the doc. The doc has in the Google Drive, is it? The Google Doc. You need to scroll up and check the link again. Let me copy the link again. Wow, it's quite far away. Let me come here and copy for you. Okay, let me see what else you have. Do you teach ethical site use of? Yes, I do teach that. I think this is very important because AI is as good as how we teach them. So this one is about moral as well, yeah. Can we straight to level 3? Oh, JM, if you are already using core work very well, very, very well with the proper prompt strategy, then you can go to level 3. Do we need certain foundation? Yes, foundation, like even the prompt is a foundation. If you are not writing your prompt properly, then I would suggest start with level 1. Because a lot of us, we think we know how to write prompt, but as you see my example just now, right? That one is just a small portion of the prompt, So you need to really learn how to write proper prompt so that when you create or design your workflow, there are a lot of opportunities where you can redesign your business process. You just go one by one. So that one itself, for a company, maybe it takes 1 year. So you learn the basic, and then when you really do the process redesigning, it requires time and thinking, okay? Do you have good strategies for storage management or organization for all? Strategies. Okay, storage management. I think this is something worth exploring also. Yes, I think I would have if you were to ask me. There is some way to organize all this information. Yes. And if you organize it well and you protect all your files properly, and then you use AI and core work to help you do things, then it can be really efficient for you when it comes to productivity. But we do need to be careful not to leak sensitive data outside, because AI is not safe, because if you leak out and then your information is all over the internet, okay? Do you have program for AI beginner? Yes, you can go for foundation, Susie. Yeah, you can go for foundation. So my Claude AI, right? I have 3 levels. Foundation, that means it's the level 1, and then intermediate level 2, and advanced is level 3. So you can choose one of it to join. Because no one seems to talk about all the inconvenience. Yes, documentation. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is Obsidian. This is like a second brain where we can connect Claude or some other AI tools to Obsidian. It will help us to organize things, especially related to knowledge management. if you, yeah, so we need, if you are interested into that, you can also talk to Matt. But if you're talking about documentation for your existing data, right? That one is also part and parcel of your AI lah. AI revamp. You need to revamp your process. You need to see how you can digitalize your information into file format. Yeah. Yeah. So Irene, I'm interested to know what kind of industry you are coming from. Yeah. Okay, so I think the session is towards the end. If you have questions, feel free to ask me or text me. I leave you my phone number here. And if you are okay, I would like to take a screenshot of everyone here. Let me see whether I can take photo with everyone. But actually, I think I have difficulty to show the gallery. Okay, can you see? So that I put up a few screenshots. So, and then I can submit to NTW. Okay, I will start creating the screenshot. Just hold on. Okay, first page. And then I try to go into second page. Okay lah, I just take a few sample only lah, no need every page. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Feel free to connect with me if you have any question, yeah? Okay, and I would like to wish everyone be happy learning AI. Okay, and bye everyone. Good night.